1, 2, 3.
I started photographing the Grateful Dead as a teenager in 1978, and I've been photographing ever since.
Ladies and gentlemen, the finest
1,
band
2,
on earth,
3,
the
jump.
Grateful
Ready?
Dead.
Okay, you ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, jump. Hey, I'm Jay Blakesberg. I'm here at the Grammy Museum with my exhibition called RetroBlakesberg, which are photographs that I shot only on film from 1978 to 2008. I originally am from the East Coast, but I've been living on the West Coast for about 40 years now. All of my career was based out of the Bay Area. So one reason why I wanted to work out of San Francisco is because I wanted to be closer to the Grateful Dead and the music that came out of the Haight-Ashbury in the 1960s. All right, everybody, let's start. Come on in here. We're just gonna start inside here. Hey, everybody, thanks for coming. Welcome to RetroBlakesberg. This is Ricki Blakesberg, the other half of the RetroBlakesberg team. Some people think she's the main half. Ricki curated the exhibit. This is the early work section. And essentially when I was 16 years old, I started taking photographs, and I was photographing my friends. We were pretty typical, classic New Jersey, late 70s stoners. We smoked weed, we went to rock concerts. Here, come over here. Okay. You can see it in this one. This whole wall changed, and it became just 8 by 10 prints of my photographs. Pictures like of The Who that I took, and Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and Neil Young, and the Grateful Dead. And they were just all like, in rows, just thumbtacked to my wall. And essentially, I was just trying to create my own memorabilia. And then it became, without me realizing it, I was documenting my life. And our minds were blown wide open.
And is there a photograph or moment in this exhibition that always brings you joy no matter how many times you look at it?
There's a lot of photographs in this exhibition that bring me joy no matter how I look at it, because this is like my life. I mean, I look around and I'm like, what the actual fuck? I took that and that and that and that, and I did that and I did that and I saw that and I was there, and I worked with Snoop and I worked with George Clinton and I did Patti Smith, and
That's why it's good sometimes that I curate it, because I have like a little bit of a different perspective than him, and I can say, maybe we're not going to use that photo. I know you love this one, but you love all 500.
Yeah, it's sort of like asking who your favorite child is, but it's my dog. I want to take photographs so that when you look at it, it brings you back to that moment, right? So for me, like if I hear a song that comes on the radio, or I'm listening to a song and it's a song that I remembered from growing up, it brings me back to that time period.
Just some things here. Speaking of Beck, we have Beck right here.
And I was like, man, I want to be one of those photographers. I want to be like up close next to Jane Fonda photographing her. And I look on the ground and I find a press pass.
Years ago. I've known you that long. Yeah. You look the same.
You actually.
Right, and so for you look at a photograph of the Red Hot Chili Peppers and you're like, fuck. I remember, I can feel that. It brings you back to that moment of maybe, where you met your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, you're with your parents, you're with your best friend. All of these things come sort of flooding back to those moments that you had. And that's what I want my photography to do. I want people to look at these photographs and let them bring them back to a time in their life that relates to them and the things that they did. Is it cosmic? Abso-fucking-lutely.
He goes, you're the guy that took the picture of me wearing really ugly things.
My favorite collection.
And so anyway, that's how you roll, right?
Good. I love hearing all the stories.
I know,
This is so striking.
I love this so much.
This Joey.
So I would take a picture, push the button, cock the shutter, it wouldn't advance the film, and then take a bunch of pictures. So this particular one with Jerry Garcia was at a Grateful Dead concert in June of 1980. In Anchorage, Alaska. They played in the high school auditorium, and essentially there's a lot of drugs involved here, as well as multiple exposures. So with the right number of exposures and the right quantity of LSD, you end up with a picture of Jerry Garcia in a museum. I think that's the secret formula.